This is a guy, I used to think this guy's name was Titus. I guess his name is Tyrus. He made, he had an opinion that I thought was interesting.
Disaster after disaster, and Biden pedals faster.
This is a comedy show.
Yes, as old Joe toodles on his Schwinn, Americans take it on the chin. The president spent the weekend vacationing in Delaware, apparently the only place where he won't get lost. He enjoyed a beachside bike ride, ignoring reporters as he whizzed on by. He's just like Lance Armstrong, except there's no drugs that'll enhance his performance.
This is like maybe the worst show on Fox, which says a lot.
Nice. Now, aside from the buzzards circling above him, Biden's not the only one who enjoys the beach. Taliban terrorists snap these vacay pics, trading in tanks for pedal boats at a lake that's popular with horny spring breakers. And we do mean horny, since the bikini babes were all sheep.
Okay.
They remember to pack sunscreen, Speedos, and assault rifles, which, was the original name for Life, Liberty, and Levine. One hopes with their new love of water, can soap be far behind for the Taliban? But back to Biden. According to Bob Woodward's new book, Peril, top aides have tried to shield him from long interviews and unscripted events. And by long, they mean anything that cuts into his pudding time.
It's so weird because, Trump played golf 20% of the days that he was president and, didn't work at all and would start working at noon.
All the effect a cocooning of the president, which protects Biden from tough questions and children from being sniffed by Joe Biden. By the way, Cocoon was an 80s movie about old folks starring Wilfred Brimley, who was 26 younger than Joe Biden is now. I didn't get a laugh.
26 youngers.
Well, the growing border crisis in Del Rio only worsens, and according to the polls, our country is...
We're trying to get to Tyrus's commentary, which is just crazy. Let's see if we can get to it. Okay, here we go.
Do everything I say.
All right. Tyrus, is Biden's advantage that he has so many crises that we cannot focus on just one?
Crisis? Is crises a word? Is that a word? I'm actually, if it is, I want to know that. Crises? It's not a word? Okay. Yeah, I always thought it was crises.
One.
No, everyone's focusing on all of them at the same time. That's why he's riding a bike. It looked like a late night TV, like Murder, She Wrote. Like he's.
Why does this guy have a wrestling belt on the show?
Showing himself riding bikes and typing on a typewriter and gardening and doing all the things around the house, except the entire world's exploding around him. Another thing I find interesting is Psaki, every time she talks, she always talks about his vast experience in these situations. He's been doing this for over 50 years. So what has he got to say?
Yes.
He should have some really good stories like, in 1985 this happened and we handled it this way. Or in 1997 this happened. Or in 2000 or in 1814 when I got my first pair of shoes after slaying the dinosaurs. But we're not hearing anything.
That is such a great point.
50 years of experience?
It's that sometimes you do things for 50 years and you just get tired of it.
But it's also the pageantry that they did 50 years ago.
Who's that guy?
We got it on tape now. Not on tape. It's actually on your phone. Never mind. It's not on tape. That was like 30 years ago.
I would be okay if he said Google me. Like, Google me in 85. That's the answer. Like, give us something. But
whenever you have some old guy at work who's a...
What on earth is this show? I mean, it's oh, whoa, here we go. Whoa.